Chapter 32, Informatics Tools for Educating Health Professionals. The implementation of healthcare computer-based information systems has transformed the healthcare delivery system. A primary mission of higher education is the education of students to ultimately create an improved healthcare system. The academic perspective focuses on the delivery of learning and student assessment. The administrative perspective focuses on the development of systems and processes supporting the day-to-day operation of the institution. Both the education of the students and the surrounding administration infrastructure have benefited from the opportunities provided by technology integration. Comprehensive education information systems include the hardware, applications, overlapping, and integrated functionality, and the data that is produced by all information systems within an academic setting. To ensure information systems implemented in health-related education programs support the teaching learning process and take full advantage of the potential for innovative opportunities offered by automation, health-related faculty must assume a proactive role. There are 4 areas where faculty should become proactive. Number 1, identifying data elements and developing standard terminology needed to capture the essence of education within the healthcare professions. Number 2, participating in the development of policies and procedures for securely collecting, accessing, and using faculty, staff, administrative, and student data. Number 3, contributing to the process for selecting, implementing, and integrating education information systems. Number 4, designing educational opportunities to ensure faculty clearly understand the potential of an automated academic system and the importance of participating in these activities. The design of an effective system supporting the teaching learning process requires the advice of educators and informatics experts within healthcare. Computerized teaching tools are hardware and software used in the design, implementation, and evaluation of student learning. Hardware refers to tangible physical items used in the educational process. It can include computer-related tools used in all areas of society like laptop computers, tablets, cell phones, and tools specifically designed for education like interactive whiteboards and clickers. The computerization of these basic tools early in the 1990s resulted in the smart whiteboard or interactive whiteboard, which offered innovative approaches to education and administrative functions. The interactive whiteboard are sold with a variety of possible functions, allowing for real-time consultation between faculty and students, real-time editing of documents by geographically distinct persons, and the ability for video conferencing. Typical features of these interactive tools will include the following: the ability to project materials from a computer or the internet, the ability to write directly on the board, creating figures, documents, and notes that may be edited as they are created, a touch interface making it possible for the user to interact with the board by using a finger. E-books are now an emerging technology for educational users. Initially designed for reading books, e-readers are now branching out to challenging tablet computers. E-book readers have electronic ink or electronic paper to render a page similar to a printed page found in a book. The limitations of these e-text offerings include costs, availability only as a proprietary publisher, or in an Adobe Reader format file, reduced print selections, and restricted ability to mark up or highlight the text. A smartphone offers a host of additional functionality and have become handheld computers. Many smartphones are able to take advantage of wireless networks for data transmissions. Android-based smartphones tend to employ a larger screen size and a more powerful chipset or computer processing units, and are able to use additional storage via mini storage disks. iPhones now have variable screen sizes, but they are not yet able to take advantage of additional storage and do not interact well with Adobe Flash-based web applications. Tablet computers are another tool available to faculty and students. Tablets are increasing in popularity and are used in higher education. They are lightweight and novel in design. The iPad is a device with strong support from a wide range of software companies. One concern with using these sorts of devices is storage. iPads do not have USB ports for accessing flash storage. Instead, the user must access online or cloud environments to store and retrieve material. Laptops are now more popular computing devices for educational use. A clicker is a device used with an audience response system. However, the term clicker is often used to refer to the complete system. These systems provide faculty with real-time feedback from learners during a presentation. Real-time feedback may be depicted in graphic format to help the instructor and audience understand the results of the poll. Barriers to this technology include instructor resistance to changing a class format, the time commitment to reformat a course, the cost of the device, sensors, setup time, and software, the system maintenance, and possible student resistance to the cost of the technology and the need to learn and use more technology. Software has the greatest impact on faculty. It is used a lot of time for online courses, but it can be considered adjunct for a traditional type of instruction. Need a lot of financial investment along with technical support to make infrastructure work. Open sources of financial investment is often behind the scenes. Technical support is necessary to implement, administer, and maintain this type of coursework. Access is easy for these terms of obtaining software, but running it may actually be more costly. A learning management system is often defined as software that is used to address educational functions. It can range from class administration and documentation to tracking grades for reporting and online delivery of courses. Learning management systems are increasingly used by higher educational institutions for distance education and to supplement a traditional classroom education. These types of systems allow for asynchronous access, online meetings, remote testing and grading of learner assignments. Mind maps are graphic or visual representations that connect words, ideas, thoughts, other terms to a central core idea or a word. This form of activity is also known as concept mapping. Studies have indicated that concept maps facilitate critical thinking as well as student engagement. Mind maps are also virtually appealing for many students. The electronic portfolio or the e-portfolio reflects a shift from traditional portfolio, which is pen and paper, to the digital environment. The components of the e-portfolio are basically the same as a traditional one. The e-portfolio does provide an improved process for the individual to present a detailed picture of the graphics of their work. A significant advantage of using e-portfolios is faculty can use these portfolios to guide individualized feedback and advice to students. This does facilitate student evaluation and continues to be a useful tool in education. Web-based testing is usually independent of the operating system, and the testing software is accessed through a web browser. Common features of online testing solutions include the ability to control student access, length of test, the time available for the test, feedback, and score analysis. Testing within a learning management system is advantageous because the test score is automatically integrated into the grading module of the learning management system. This provides students with immediate feedback on their performance. The advantages of web-based testing may include faculty control and customization, the ability to incorporate feedback on a question-by-question basis, as well as the immediate scoring that's available for the student. Security issues can present a disadvantage for online testing. Students may share tests either visually, remotely, or by using a web browser that has less security. They may even report a power failure if they want to quickly look up answers for a test. Journaling is a methodology to engage students in reflective learning. Reflective journaling is often used to evaluate students' clinical or practicum experiences at the same time. This type of journaling improves critical thinking by providing students with insight into their own experiences and performance. Learning games, they're often known as serious games and are designed to entertain players as the players are educated, trained, or changing a behavior. Gaming software can involve the use of a game format like Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, or even a card game to engage students. Virtual worlds are computerized settings that simulate a world without traditional boundaries. Avatars are used, and these are characters that users adopt and portray as their own personalities in the virtual environment. The avatars will interact with each other in the virtual setting. There are some potential advantages, and their use has been limited, though, by 4 major disadvantages or constrictions. Creativity, which is creating a realistic simulation. It requires that one can conceptualize all of the complex detail. Time constraints, direct and indirect costs, as well as technology limitation. One of the greatest barriers for technology is faculty engagement. Faculty are often reluctant to learn new educational methods. Technology helps drive a teaching learning process that is increasingly student-centered, faculty-facilitated, collaborative, open-sourced, and globally focused. This uses a blend of synchronous and asynchronous modalities that focus on the contextual learning. This helps enhance the acquisition of new knowledge for both the students and the faculty. The use of technology in education is changing the educators' and the students' roles and responsibilities. Creating and delivering learning relevant to the students is a challenge for the educators and the education system worldwide. Culturally, students are exposed to a variety of different teaching and learning experiences. Teachers' expectations of behavior differ, and communication styles differ, as does reading and writing, comprehension, speaking, and slang of a foreign language. It is vital that faculty and instructional designers who create and deliver online courses are mindful of how everyone's personal culture influences their learning. Faculty are now being asked to be more proactive in the adoption and integration of technology while maintaining traditional research and practice. While many faculty have enthusiastically embraced technology in the classroom, some have also expressed concerns about being undervalued, the changing focus of pedagogy, compensation and workload issues, the lack of institutional support for new training methods and teaching methods, and the need to continually update the instructor's own technology skills without any compensation or institutional support. Technology-enhanced courses, as well as online and hybrid courses, have become an integral part of the teaching learning experience that is provided in today's higher education system. The inclusion of technology can potentially have a significant impact on student course evaluations. Student evaluations for faculty teaching with technology are usually limited. If the students experience a number of technical problems, their overall satisfaction with the course will be decreased, and this dissatisfaction may be reflected in the rating of the educator. This can be troubling in settings where student evaluations of the educator and faculty play a significant role in determining the faculty's promotion and the tenure decisions. One of the most adopted theoretical approaches that is used in education to explain individual differences is Gardner's multiple intelligences. Gardner determined that people learn through 9 different intelligences: linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalistic, and existentialistic. Gardner did determine that while everyone uses all 9 of these intelligences with some degree of competence, 1 or 2 of the intelligences are more dominant in each individual. The learner will use various multiple intelligences to help decipher and gain the knowledge necessary for learning in today's higher educational world. Some institutions of higher education have been slow to adopt and use information management and technology tools, and to view technology-enhanced learning as a strategic asset. In the United States, there are estimated 4,400 institutions of post-secondary education. 3 vendors actually provide 3,000 administrative systems, like student information systems for managing student records.